If you've ever wanted to play a build of Tri-Brigade that isn't very linear, then this is the deck for you. Today I'm going to be going over my Lunalight Tri-Brigade test hand / combo tutorial for the deck profile that I recently posted. So yeah, I haven't checked that out already, be sure to do so. But yeah, with that being said, let's just hop straight into it. We're going to be doing one going first test hand and one going second test hand. So for our going first test hand, we're going to open Perfume, Tenki, Imperm, and a Kaleido Chick. So this is a really strong hand. Even though we only have Lunalight cards at the moment, you're going to see this combo gets us very far. It gets us access to our Tri-Brigade engine as well. It does kind of suck we drew the Tenki because we're going to be searching it, so we can't actually we can't actually like use this to its full potential. So but alone, Kaleido Chick and Perfume is a very powerful combo. So I guess I'll be showing what that can do. Essentially, we can turn these three cards over and they literally won't matter. We're going to summon the Kaleido Chick. Kaleido Chick effect is going to send Yellow Martin, activating Lunalight Perfume to summon back the Yellow Martin from our graveyard, overlaying the two for a copy of Raid Raptor Force Strix. And this is where it gets cool, because Raid Raptor Force Strix allows us to add Blackwing Zephyros the Elite, and this is very good in the graveyard because it acts as another copy of Yellow Martin, and it gives us that discard for the Lunalight Perfume that we need. So we'll activate the Perfume, discarding it to add probably one of the strongest cards in the game, non-hard once per turn Monster Reborn that you can loop multiple times, Lunalight Tiger. We're going to activate the Tiger. Tiger effect is going to bring back the Yellow Martin, and I'm going to turn it upside down just to indicate that we've already used it. We're going to link the two off for a copy of our Farigit. And then from here, we're going to activate the effect of Yellow Martin in our graveyard to summon itself by returning the Lunalight Tiger to our hand. We're going to activate the Scale the Tiger again. Tiger effect to summon back the Kaleido Chick. We're going to use Kaleido Chick again, just to dump extra stuff into the graveyard. It's not that important for the combo, but you probably want to get Emerald Bird and Purple Butterfly out of your deck as soon as possible, because these cards aren't that great to draw, but they are pretty good in the graveyard, so we'll be able to send it. From here, we're going to overlay for a copy of Brotherhood of the Firefist Tiger King, which is going to allow us to set Fire Formation Tenki directly from our deck. So you can see drawing that Tenki wasn't like the greatest because we're going to be searching it anyways. So setting the Tenki, activating the Tenki to grab a copy of Fractal. And this is really cool now because we have access to Tri-Brigade Fractal essentially. From here, we're going to activate the effect of Farigit to summon itself, or sorry, summon the Fractal. And then we can activate the effect of Fractal, banishing our 2 to special summon out a copy of our Double Dragon Lords. From here, we can link off these into a copy of Appaloosa. And Appaloosa essentially now it has 3 interruptions plus the Double Dragon Lord, so this is already a pretty standard Tri-Brigade board. But we also have access to Blackwing Zephyros the Elite in our graveyard still, which is going to allow us to return the Lunalight Tiger, summoning itself out, taking the 400, activating Tiger again to bring back the copy of Kaleido Chick. Kaleido Chick is just going to dump another name to the graveyard, so it's more fodder for your Tri-Brigades, and it just gets these bricks out of your deck. And then from here, we can overlay these two for any rank 4 of your choice. In my deck profile, I was playing Bagooska because I feel Bagooska is pretty good against a lot of the decks this format. But you can also swap for something like Abyss Dweller because it doesn't lose as hard to something like Dark Ruler, No More, or Evenly Matched then. So yeah, this is our end board. We have access to still the 3 cards in our hand. We have a free send off of the Double Dragon Lords. Follow-up is a free rank 4 because Tiger brings something back and then Martin bounces this back. We have a 3rd monster as well if we need to. Bagooska, Appaloosa is just a very difficult board for our opponent to crack. And you can see that was off of just Chick plus Perfume, which are both 3-ofs. So fairly consistent, but yeah, very powerful end board as you can see. The biggest weakness of this deck I will mention is how it does lose the cards Board Breakers. It's a little unfortunate because we don't have access to Revolt. You could definitely try to go for a Revolt line instead of the Double Dragon Lords, for example. You can go like, okay, I'll banish 2 instead of Double Dragon Lords. I'll play summoning my copy of Bearbrum and then linking it off into a 4 material Appaloosa and then searching Revolt. Then you have Revolt Appaloosa. Then you don't have to commit the Zephyros as well. But this is just a bit of a higher ceiling board, but of course it does lose harder to Board Breakers. So you can decide how much you want to play around those cards. But yeah, Going second, this is probably the biggest benefit the Lunalights give, aside from going first and raising the combo potential of the deck. Going second, the Lunalights help you a lot because you are no longer restricted to kind of just your normal summon plus Keras. You should have access to a lot more plays like rank 4s, a lot more discard fodder for like your spells and traps, and then you're able to grab access to Tiger, which grabs you so many more monsters. So we're going to be doing a sample going second test hand. Like I always say with these, we're just kind of playing to show what we can do going second. I'm not going to assume our opponent has certain disruptions, but I'm going to talk about what are the things you can do to play around those interruptions of going second. So finish in cutting, we're going to be drawing Martin, Perfume, Tiger, Martin, and Droplet. Drawing for turn, Foolish Burial. So that Foolish Burial helps a lot. But yeah, this hand is honestly, even though we drew the one of Tiger, like this hand, as you can see, is not very strong at first glance, but we're still able to actually do quite a bit of stuff here. We're going to start with the Foolish Burial, and then let's assume we Droplets for 2. I think 2 is pretty standard against most decks right now. You're able to, they usually put up like 2 things like Sorcels, like Baron and Chi-Xiao. We'll stop 2, resolve our Foolish Burial. Foolish Burial is going to send a copy of Kaleido Chick. We are going to get access to our Tri-Brigade engine with the Fire Tiger King, so no worries about that. We'll activate the Perfume here, summoning the Kaleido Chick out. Chick effect is going to send specifically Purple Butterfly in this case. It may not come up, but Purple Butterfly essentially allows us to get this Yellow Martin out of our hand without committing our normal summon. Since we already have access to the Tiger, we can activate the Tiger to bring back the Yellow Martin. And then from here, we can go ahead and overlay these two. Depending on what our opponent has, we can right away go for Brotherhood of the Firefist Tiger King, which is going to set tanky and then force out any remaining interruptions your opponent has. But since we Dropleted them, I'm going to assume our opponent doesn't have any more monster interaction on the field. We're going to then make the 4 Strix, detaching a Yellow Martin to go and add a copy of our Zephyros the Elite. And then from here, this is where a second Tiger would be very nice, but unfortunately we don't have access to it. No worries though, we're going to discard this just to grab another copy of our Emerald Bird to our hand. Or, yeah, it really doesn't matter. I guess Kaleido Chick's better because we want to be sending Emerald Bird. So let's grab Kaleido Chick. Either way, it's just going to be further discard fodder or free summons off of Ferrigit. Next up, we are going to activate the copy of Zephyros, summoning itself back by bouncing the Tiger. You want to save Martin specifically because Martin is a Beast Warrior. It allows us to make our Tiger King a lot easier later on, while Zephyros is a Winged Beast. Linking off these two into a copy of our Ferrigit. And then from here, we're going to activate the effect of Tiger. Tiger brings back our Kaleido Chick. Kaleido Chick sends this. Yellow Martin bounces back the Tiger. So you can see how powerful this one Tiger, even with one Tiger, how powerful this engine can be. Just because we're actually playing through a lot of stuff right now, especially when we overlay for Tiger King. Tiger King is going to allow us to set Fire Formation tanky from our deck. But also, we're able to negate anything that's not Beast Warrior. Of course, we want to do our Ferrigit first, so we don't accidentally negate our Ferrigit. We'll add Fractal, activate the effect of Ferrigit, summoning the Fractal. And now if we want, for some reason, if we want to, we can like activate this. But like I said, I assume we Dropleted our opponent, so that's not going to come up. But yeah, from here, essentially, there are a lot of things you can do based on what you're trying to go for. If you're trying to go for more rank 4 plays, you have a rank 4 here with Fractal after you summon your Link monster. So like for example, just as an example, we can banish our 3 monsters, summoning out our Rugal, linking these two away into a copy of Access Code, and that's 5300. We can pop a card. We can activate the Tiger, bringing back, or sorry, we actually can't. We don't have a level 4 in the grave. We were supposed to banish this one. But either way, we go Tiger. Tiger brings this back. And then we have another rank 4 here. So if we really wanted to, we could go like Tornado. And then if this was in game, slap a Zeus on top. But yeah, either way, like this is just game in so many ways. We have Access Code Talker. We could have also went for a Bear Brum play just to set up Revolt on... Like if we weren't able to kill our opponent this turn, we could have set up a Revolt. But yeah, you can see no matter what, we get a Zeus off of the Tiger King, and then we can make any of our link plays from here. We can go into Appaloosa if we wanted to. We can go access to clear their board. There's just so many options you have going second now. But yeah, hopefully that shows what this deck can do going second. Even when we open only Lunalight cards, we're always able to get access to our Tri-Brigade half of the deck, which honestly, this card is what makes this deck work. You're able to set that Tenki, and then Tenki grabs you access to Fractal, or if you start with the Tri-Brigade stuff, you can grab access to a Chick or a Tiger, and essentially you just get access to both sides of the engine all the time. But yeah, let me know what you thought about this test hand / combo tutorial in the description below. Once again, if you haven't checked out the deck profile, it is on my channel already, so if you want the list, it's on there. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.